Welcome back to another episode on Connie Celica, our 1977 Toyota Celica. The gray bearded surgeon is back, and today he's taking his scalpel to Connie's fenders. Oh, poor girl. Ninja start. The surgeon Ken Wagan has cut many fenders in his day, including the rear fenders on our S2000 and did a Rocket Bunny kit on an FRS. You can see those videos for a detailed sort of step-by-step guide to this job, but I think we're just gonna let Ken do his thing here. Step by step, ooh baby, gonna get with you girl. Step by step, ooh baby, really want you in my world. Nope. Step one, cut out that outer skin so that our main man Ken Wagan can sort of slice it so you can roll it
like
up.
Relief cuts.
Relief cuts.
That way it's easier to bend. Because this is Hattori Hanzo steel.
服部半蔵に一体何の用ですか?
Seems like a waste to cut such pristine J tin.
It does seem a little sacrilegious, but
I just do what I'm told.
We're sacrificing some metal in the name of the stance game, bro. It's all about that stance game.
It's all about period correctness.
Well, these are TRD flares, so we're not veering too far off the path here. As you can see, relief cuts have been made. 2x4 has bent the steel up against the outer fender. It's getting tacked in there. Lots more of this to come. She's rolled and tacked. Now it's time to cut off these excess flaps and finish welding it up. This is a stinky, dirty job that got a little stinkier and dirtier.
Yeah, you're wondering, I'm like, why is the smoke still coming? This is wedged in between the very back seat and the sail panels, I guess, behind the plastic. So we're like, smoke should stop. And it kept going.
It didn't smell right either. It smells like I don't know, like a camping fire. What is that?
Oh, there's money in here.
Moving on to the fronts. Much simpler job since it's just a single layer, right? It does look kind of weird with that big old moon cut out of there, but once the flare goes on, it'll look sweet.
Yeah. We here at Speed Academy are big fans of riv nuts in our previous projects. It makes a very clean install and easy to service in case, you know, they decides to burn out or go drifting this thing and rip the fenders out. So we have this really nifty rivet tool for riv nuts. We're using an M5 and a nice stainless steel button head bolt. You can see here. This tool is pretty cool because you're not gonna be running out of leverage with the handheld crank ones.
Yeah, those do require like superhero grip strength, don't they?
Which I don't have.
No, you do. All that fapping gave you good grip strength. But
and then you just kind of put it in and you squeeze the handle. Look at that.
Bam.
Bam.
Done. We have a threaded hole to hold the flare on with.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
So easy.
And here's a button head bolt.
You looked. Ow!
All right, and with that, the last bolt is in, and ta-da!
Ta-da, is it right? One down, 3 more to rib nut. You tired yet? Now that we've got our TRD flares bolted up, and we will put some rubber gaskets in there, don't worry about that. We figured, why not finish off the look? Let's put the nose pieces on and really get a look at what the car's gonna look like with this whole TRD kit in place. Just bolting up these headlight, they're not buckets, are they? Just like trim, I guess?
Trim, yeah, some nice metal trim.
Kind of make the front end look a little more complete. Okay,
What's next?
what is next? Maybe the grill? There's some hidden screws on these little back braces, so let's see if I can.
I really like this grill, though.
It is a nice grill, yeah. And again, it could use a refinishing, but or you just rat rod it, one or the other. Next up, we've got our filler panel, which sits along the top here, and the bumper kind of goes onto the front of it. I was thinking I'd actually need to buy a JDM version of this to fit with the JDM Smiley bumpers. The internet would have you believe that you can't make this panel fit.
Well, aren't the JDM ones uber rare?
They are, they're super hard to find, although there are reproductions in fiberglass. And really the only difference is this vent, or this opening, is closed on the JDM ones. But otherwise, the shape
I
is
kind of
identical.
like the opening,
I
though.
like it too. The one thing is this side panel here that you'll see in a minute has to be trimmed on the USDM one, where the JDM one comes with that like sort of to the correct spec. So it's more bolt-on than this, but this isn't hard to make fit. So as we'll show you right now. So this is our front Smiley bumper, made of fiberglass. It's a replica from Toysport. And yes, I could have got the chrome ones, but they're like $1,000 to $1,500 each. I couldn't bring myself to drop $3,000 on a
that's
couple of
too
bumpers.
much.
It's insane. Plus the fiberglass ones are way lighter. On the downside, we do have to figure out a way of mounting them because they don't come with like mounting brackets or anything on them. So this is just going to be a bit of a zip tie job for now. But as you can see, it sits onto the bottom of these corner lights like that, and it fits up perfectly to this filler panel, which I wasn't expecting. So that was a bonus. So now the challenge is this hole here. This is the factory piece that fits with the USDM bumper. And as you can see, it'll fit in there nice, except this piece of metal around the corner fights with the actual Smiley bumper. So all you have to do is trim this off, which we've done already on this side. And I should have put this on before the bumper, but you can see how that would fit in there without fighting with the bumper. So let's pull the bumper off now and we'll show you how that looks. There it goes. So that gives you an idea of how that fits up now. And this is what all the fuss on the internet is about, is making this fit. It was like snip snip on the bandsaw and it's good to go.
Well, not everybody has a bandsaw like we do, you know? Come
10
on.
snips. You can make
I
this
know.
happen, people. You can make
You
this
could.
happen.
You really could.
So let's go trim this one up, and then we can drop the bumper on there and show you guys what that looks like. Just put a piece of tape on there to mark a line to cut on. Let's fire this puppy up. Woo! Bam, like a boss. There you go. One corner panel thing trimmed to fit, which means now this guy can kind of sit in its home. You'll get an idea what it's going to look like.
Ooh,
So
that is pretty. I think it's got to go underneath here, underneath this light. Yeah.
there you go.
There we go.
So now the challenge is how to mount this to the car, because there's no brackets to do that. So we're going to have to make some brackets, but that's not rocket science. So for now, I'm going to zip tie it right on here through these USDM holes.
Get
in
the clear tape, man. It'll look better.
Clear tape too, yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, let's clear tape it on. So there's your quick and dirty nose job on Connie Celica, and I must say I think it looks pretty darn snazzy.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's gonna look even better obviously once it's all painted and everything, but just nice to see it looking like a car again. Speaking of which, let's run around to the back end and fit up that other Smiley bumper and see how that looks. So this is our like 2-pound Smiley bumper. This is our 100-pound USDM bumper.
Goodness, that looks nasty.
So there's this filler panel that we've already unbolted, and we're gonna have to try to like transfer these over onto the Smiley bumper to mount it up. That'll be a job for another day. But look at this thing. It is a monster. Like,
That's your U.S. crash standards right there.
it's like, I don't know. It's not that heavy actually. It's probably 50 pounds though, so it's heavy enough. So this is going in the garbage. We're not using any of this. The weird thing though is when we put this Smiley bumper on, as you'll see, it sits up right underneath the lights. So that's kind of how it sits. But then you have all this exposed. The spare tile well, where the old bumper goes up, and there's no panel for that. Nobody makes a filler panel. There's JDM panels that fit that, but it's impossible to find. You might as well go hunting for unicorns. So what most guys do is actually make one, because it's a pretty simple shape. You basically just want to like follow this line here and build a panel that goes across and kind of curve it to match the curvature from the corner here. So it's something any decent body shop guy could do. We could even try to do it ourselves, but I think Pete probably has the right idea. I'm winded from those curls, buddy. I think Pete has the right idea that we should probably just take it to someone like Pat Sear, Serious Garage Works, who does incredible restoration work on old cars like this. And his guys will be able to shape us up a filler panel really nicely and make it look perfect before it goes for paint. So that'll be something we do in the future. But in the meantime, maybe we'll, I don't even know if there's a way to fasten this up there. So maybe
Tape it on. Tape it on.
You want to tape it on?
I want to see how this looks.
All right, let's tape it on then. Let's tape it on. Man, that looks pretty good, even with all this mess down here exposed. I like how much cleaner that is. The USDM bumpers are just hideous, so very glad to have those gone and shave 100 pounds off the curb weight of Connie here. So in the future, this will all get fitted up properly. We just wanted to give you a quick taste of what she's gonna look like with the flares, with the bumpers, with the grill on. So I think that's a wrap on this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up for more Connie content. Hit the subscribe button too. It doesn't hurt a bit, we promise. And if you want some swag, you know where to find it. speedacademy.shop. Next episode, I think we're gonna put this thing on the ground, Pete, and really like dial in the ride height, dial in the wheel fitment, and show you guys what it looks like as a proper car that's no longer a hovercraft. This is a $1,500 car, so we gotta keep it real. So the Smileys fit on to these light, sit on top there.
I think it's on top, yeah.
So do I have the wrong? This might be the rear
This is
bumper.
the